Good morning. Welcome to Tribune News on Q, your go-to morning news source, only here at the Daily Tribune. We're live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Tribune Now on YouTube, and a Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. For today's headlines. The Marcos administration is escalating its anti-corruption campaign on flood control projects, promising to charge the big fish in the coming days. U.S. President Donald Trump pardoned ex-Honduran President Orlando Hernandez, freeing him from a 45-year sentence for conspiring to import tons of cocaine into the United States. The Office of the Solicitor General has returned as counsel for all government respondents in the Supreme Court cases filed by former President Rodrigo Duterte, Senator Bato de la Rosa, and the Duterte family. The AFP uncovered 252 ghost flood control projects spanning from 2016 to the present time. Former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte to spend Christmas without visits from family as the ICC observes the official holidays. BIR launches the Tell the Commissioner, an initiative response against the alleged misuse of LOAs and MOs. Director Eric Mati is expanding the Buy Bust universe with a series that will be released on Netflix titled Buy Bust: The Undesirables. The Philippine Olympic Committee chose Alex Ayala and Brian Bagunyas as the flag bearers for Team Philippines in the parade of athletes of the opening ceremony of the 33rd Southeast Asian Games in Bangkok, Thailand. Today is the 3rd of December. I'm Eliana Lacap, bringing you today's top stories. Let's kick things off with today's weather. The Intertropical Convergence Zone affects southern Mindanao, while the northern monsoon influences northern Luzon. Basilan, Sulu, and Tawi-Tawi will experience cloudy skies with scattered rains and thunderstorms, with possible flash floods or landslides. Cagayan Valley, Ilocos Norte, Apayao, Kalinga, and Aurora will see rain, also with potential flooding. The rest of Ilocos Region, Cordillera Administrative Region, and Central Luzon will have partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated rain and no significant impact. Metro Manila and the rest of the country may see isolated showers or thunderstorms, with possible flooding during heavy rains. Residents are advised to stay alert and follow local advisories. Now for a traffic update. Light traffic is reported at Balintawak Toll Plaza, Bocaue Toll Plaza, and San Fernando northbound and southbound lanes. Approaching Mindanao Toll Plaza, motorists may encounter an approximate 400-meter vehicle queue. From NLEX Harbor Link interchange to Balintawak southbound, traffic is moving at around 20 to 30 kilometers per hour, following a previously stalled truck. The site has since been cleared. All other areas of NLEX, SETEX, and NLEX connector, including toll plazas and interchanges, are reporting light traffic conditions. Motorists are advised to stay alert and follow traffic advisories for a safe and smooth trip. Now let's move on to this morning's headlines. The Marcos administration is ramping up its crackdown on alleged corruption in flood control projects, vowing to charge the big fish in the coming days. Malacanang continues to tag former Ako Bicol Representative Saldico as the central figure, despite Co's claims that President Marcos and former Speaker Martin Romualdez benefited from budget kickbacks, accusations the president denies. So far, only mid-level DPWH officials have been charged, while the Independent Commission for Infrastructure prepares to summon Sandro Marcos, Paulo Duterte, and Eric Yap. NBI agents also raided Co's condo as he remains abroad. President Donald Trump has pardoned former Honduran President Juan Orlando Hernandez, freeing him from a 45-year sentence for conspiring to import tons of cocaine into the U.S. The move has sparked criticism from Democrats, who say it undermines U.S. credibility in Latin America and could embolden corruption. Hernandez was convicted of running a vast drug trafficking network that turned Honduras into a narco state. Trump defended the pardon, calling Hernandez a victim of political persecution under the Biden administration. The decision comes a day after Honduras' presidential election, raising questions about the timing and influence. The Office of the Solicitor General is officially back as counsel for all government officials facing Supreme Court petitions filed by former President Rodrigo Duterte, Senator Bato de la Rosa, and the Duterte family. The OSG reversed its earlier inhibition and filed its re-entry on December 1st, saying it will now handle all submissions in the ICC-related cases. The petition stemmed from Duterte's March 2025 arrest following an ICC warrant linked to a drug war killings. The OSG's return comes after the Supreme Court required new comments on the case, ending its 7th-month absence. The Armed Forces of the Philippines has uncovered 252 ghost flood control projects after inspecting 10,000 of the 30,000 infrastructure sites flagged by the Department of Public Works and Highways. AFP spokesperson Colonel Francis Magaret Padilla says the non-existent projects date as far back as 2016, with 20,000 more sites still up for verification. The AFP and PNP are conducting physical inspections, documentation, and photo confirmation. All findings have been turned over to the Independent Commission for Infrastructure as the nationwide probe continues. Former President Rodrigo Duterte may spend Christmas without family visits as the International Criminal Court Detention Center observes official holidays on the 25th and 26th of December, halting all visitation. His lawyer Nicholas Kaufman said they sought special permission but are not optimistic. Duterte remains in detention after the ICC appeals chamber denied his request for temporary release, citing flight and obstruction risks. His team now argues he has declining cognitive health. An ICC-ordered medical panel will submit its report on the 5th of December, which may affect the postponed confirmation of charges. The Bureau of Internal Revenue has launched a Tell the Commissioner channel, allowing taxpayers to report alleged misuse of letters of authority and mission orders. The move follows the Department of Finance's suspension of all field audits and issuances of new LOAs and MOs amid extortion allegations. Finance Secretary Frederick Go vowed a full review of the BIR policies, while Commissioner Charlito Mendoza opened an internal probe, urging taxpayers to come forward. LOAs authorize full tax audits, while MOs permit limited inspections. From January to September, the BIR collected 2.65 trillion pesos, nearly 70% of government revenue. Filipino filmmaker Eric Mati is taking his Buy Bust universe to Netflix with Buy Bust the Undesirables, a 9-episode series set for 2026. The story follows a vengeful ex-cop and a disgraced corporate worker investigating the murder of a senator's daughter and a notorious drug lord. Judas Inmatungao and Curtis leads the cast alongside Gerald Anderson and Indonesian director Joko Anwar. Moving beyond the original drug war premise, Mate's series explores the divide between the powerful and the powerless, highlighting real-life conflicts and social realities in the Philippines. The Philippine Olympic Committee President Abraham Bambol Tolentino has chosen tennis star Alexandra Ayala and volleyball standout Brian Bagunas as flag bearers for Team Philippines at the 33rd Southeast Asian Games opening ceremony in Bangkok. The 1,700-strong Philippine delegation will compete in 574 events across 50 sports, held in Bangkok and Chonburi after flooding hit Songkla. Ayala is the highest-ranked Filipina in the WTA history, while Bagunas led the men's volleyball team to history FIVB wins. Tolentino said the duo was picked for their impact, inspiration, and national appeal. Now a quick look at today's horoscope. Today calls for guidance and community-focused Cancer. The moon in Taurus aligns with Jupiter in your sign, creating a fortuitous time for social and professional connections. You may find yourself sharing knowledge, guiding others, or influencing your circle. Sagittarius season encourages organization, and a significant task today could showcase your abilities and put you forward as someone with valuable insights. Opportunities for leadership and meaningful impact are strong. Trust your instincts, step into your role with confidence, and use this time to strengthen your influence among peers and your community. Now, Katribu, did you know that on this day, December 3rd, 1947, Marlon Bernando first cried out Stella on a Broadway stage during the premiere of Tennessee Williams' play A Streetcar Named Desire at the Ethel Barrymore Theater? Brando's portrayal of Stanley Kowalski alongside Jessica Tandy as Blanche Dubois and Kim Hunter as Stella shocked audiences with his raw depiction of passion, conflict, and brutality. The play's success launched Brando into stardom, earned Tandy a Tony Award, and won Williams the Pulitzer Prize for Drama. A Streetcar Named Desire remains a landmark of American theater and film, celebrated for its powerful performances, unforgettable characters, and enduring influence on stage and on screen. Now, a TikTok video from Kane8H is making netizens laugh as she shows you how to defend your research paper, amassing 1.3 million views. In the clip, she starts by simply demonstrating how to defend your research, but it quickly escalates into a full-blown literal defense, prompting a flood of hilarious comments from netizens. And that's all for now, mga katribu. Join us again at 1 o'clock p.m. for more updates. This has been Eliana Lacap for Tribune News on Q.